All right, Aaron, what's new in hardware?
Well, of course, the big new thing is the iPad, the new one that just came out today, as of, well, yesterday actually, 315, and everybody's crazy for the iPad. Not so big a step up as I expected, to be honest. Still using a dual core processor, uses better graphics, better video. It'll be crisper, which is nice. They're promising same battery life, even though it's a higher resolution screen. We'll see what happens. Of course, it is a new product from Apple, which means enjoy your lines and your waiting and your long back order list, because I'm sure it's already happening. The biggest bonus, though, anybody that wants an older iPad, like the iPad 2, all models have dropped $100 in price, which is always good. Let's see, what else is happening? Intel is starting to settle into its new chipset, which is kind of cool. The Ivy Bridge has shown up, which is just sort of quietly happening. Intel didn't do much fanfare on their big new chipset this year. It's not that big a difference from the previous years. The biggest bonus is it's a lot lower powered. So we'll start seeing laptops show up with the computing power of a desktop, but not the power draw. So that'll be nice because people will start having portable devices that can do exactly the same thing a desktop can. I knew it was going to be happening soon. I just didn't expect it this soon, to be honest. Um, it may change the way we work with things, but it may not. And it all depends on how the price point looks. Intel and AMD both took a stab at discrete graphics on a single chip, which also was designed for the portable market. Um, my opinion, it's kind of hit or miss. Depends on what you want to do with your desktop. Uh, they tried to market a couple of the higher end graphics combo processor things to be working as, like portable workstations for graphics, graphic intensive operations and such. But yeah, they don't work out so well for that. To be honest, you still need a separate discrete graphics card to really get the horsepower you need for like, computer aided drafting or publishing or video editing, that sort of thing. But hey, it's a step in a direction, which is always good. They tried something new, and new is good because new means technology is advancing, and that's always good. Um, Pricing, the landscape for hard drives is not so great right now. Pricing is going up again. Uh, I guess there's still some issues with production, and because there's issues with production and there's still a huge demand, prices are going up. Um, they announced by next year there will be a feasible, actual, useful 1 terabyte solid state drive for the consumer community. Solid state's no moving parts. It's the new thing people are going to. It's a faster drive, stuff like that. The thing is, they're saying that the consumer version in the 1 terabyte range won't be much faster than a spinning storage drive. Not sure how well that's going to go over. Only because the big pull and the big draw for solid state is it's faster than spinning storage, it's more durable than spinning storage. It's great for a laptop, it's great for home use because it's faster. Hence, faster is always the big word for that one. And especially since the price point still is, lowest you'll see is like $3, $4 a gigabyte. Um, Compared to desktop drives, which are about 90 cents a gigabyte. There's a big gap there. Um, Even with prices going up, desktop hard drives are still between 95 and $1 a gigabyte. And desktop hard drives are all bound to go down in price eventually once they work all the kinks out with production. Um, Another big thing that's going on, virtualization is becoming a lot bigger, which is good. Um, Technology advanced to the point where they can do virtual graphics. It's a really cool new technology. There's a company out there called OnLive that is already starting to leverage this. What you do is, if you have enough internet speed, enough internet horsepower, they can make your tablet work like a computer. In like you open up a window, just like you'd open up any other window on your tablet or any other low-powered device, and inside that window is a graphically accelerated Windows-based computer desktop. It's kind of cool technology. It's very new. Should be very interesting to see how it works. They're doing a monthly fee right now for it. If you want to go for a higher end stuff, they have a free trial of it already. Biggest problem I see is I don't think everybody's internet bandwidth has gotten that much more advanced because they need 2 megabits per second up and down. Normally, the home-based internet, you're looking from DSL range, which is sometimes 4 megabits down and maybe 512 megabits, 512K up. Or your cable modem, which cable would give you, if you have one device in the house, this is great. Cable would be able to work it just fine because it's got more than enough bandwidth for that. But say you have 3 computers or 3 devices you want to work like a computer. Each one of those devices needs 2 megabits on its own. I don't see that being all that feasible right now. That's going to draw a lot more juice on the back on our internet backbone, as it were. And I don't see it really good for large businesses. Small businesses, this could be a great opportunity, though. You have 5 or 6 computers. You get yourself into, you get yourself set up in with a nice high-speed cable, business cable connection, and you could have all 6 of your computers actually never even in your building. They're setting it up right now, so they're designing it so that you can interlink the devices, so it'll be just like on a domain. Eventually, this will be the business class version of it. So you'll have a fully functioning high horsepower PC that you could run from a tablet, or you could run from a netbook, and that's really interesting because that sort of does change the landscape of how things are going to work in the future. I don't see it happening fast. I don't see, like, within the next 5 years all regular, home computers, desktops, and laptops that are running, running at super speeds right now, your high-end devices. I don't see them going away anytime soon. But it leaves some really cool opportunities, though. There are new TV set-top boxes coming out that'll be able to take advantage of this because they'll have internet access, and that's all you really need for this to work, is to have internet access. So you'd go for a web page, and you'd have your big old 55-inch TV at home, and you could load Windows onto the TV and run just like you were in front of a desktop. That's kind of cool. Technology-wise, that's probably one of the coolest things that's happening right now. Well, of course, besides the iPad, of course. And other than that, I say, that's a ton of stuff I just went through. But other than that, things are moving along, and it's really neat to see that technology is advancing even faster than it was before. I figure by the end of this year, things are going to be like insanely different. Who knows how the landscape's going to happen? There's already 2 revisions projected for Intel for their chipsets in 1 year. They usually only do 1. They're doing 2 this year. Android is looking to release its next version. They're calling it Jelly Bean. It'll be version 4. It'll probably be out by the middle of this year. Several manufacturers of Android devices are releasing new systems based on the new Tegra 3 chipset. A company in Korea already released a Tegra 3 phone. So there's a phone out there now with 4 1.4 gigahertz cores. That's just crazy to think about. 4 years ago, computers didn't have 4 1.4 gigahertz cores. Now you can carry it in the palm of your hand. That's just, it's insane. It's amazing. But this year is looking to be a very interesting year.